What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Brooke Podcast, and I am the host of this podcast, Banter with Brooke. I look, oh, I look a little crazy. My glasses are so dirty, I can barely see through them. But I want to show you guys my shirt. Look at my awesome Adventure Time shirt. That is all. But anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everything's going good for you guys. And this week's episode is another kind of random one. I don't really have a specific topic. I kind of just wrote down a bunch of different things that I've been thinking about recently or want to talk about. So let's just get right into it. The first thing I want to talk about is I don't want to get too political, or I just want to keep my channel happy and all that stuff. But I'm filming this the day after Election Day, November 6th. And obviously this comes up, or this podcast episode is coming out on this Saturday. And I just wanted to give a small debrief of the election. Not really a debrief of the election, but I don't know if you guys can see, my eyes are a little puffy right now. I've been crying a lot today. I cried for like 2 hours this morning. And I just want to say that if you guys are also feeling the same way, you're feeling scared, feeling sad of the results of the election, you are not alone and everything will be okay. We just have to keep doing our best and fight for what's right, fight what we believe in. I just kind of wanted to touch on that. I think from me saying that, you can clearly tell who I support. And I just think this is a very sad day for women, very sad day for members of the LGBTQ plus community. And like I said, we did the best we could. There's nothing we can do about the results, and we just have to hope and pray that everything will be okay. And just like I said, keep fighting. And just, if you are feeling sad, whatever it is, just know that you're not alone and it's okay. I just hate that everybody's so divided. It really makes me upset. I just think we need to stick together as human beings. We all should just support one another and be there for each other. And we're all human beings at the end of the day. And it just makes me really sad that the people who vote for Kamala hate the people who vote for Trump, and vice versa. The people who vote for Trump don't like people who voted for Kamala. So it's just a very stressful time for our country right now. And I just love everybody no matter what, and just want the best for everybody, want the best for our country. So, and I think having a woman president would be awesome. So yeah, that's kind of all I'm going to say on that. Like I said, I don't want this to become anything about politics, and I still care about you as a person no matter who you voted for. I may disagree with your views on things, but I still respect you as a person. So that's that, and we're going to move on. Next thing I wanted to talk about is, I was just thinking about, the bullet point I said is not giving my kid a phone until they're way older. Because literally the amount of shit that I had access to as a kid was ridiculous. I mean, I was pretty sheltered. I think I got my first phone in iPhone in 5th grade, which is pretty young. But I didn't have much on it. And TikTok wasn't a thing yet. That's the biggest thing. And Musical.ly came out when I was in 7th grade, I believe. And even then, that was just people lip singing and doing slow-mo, all that stuff. There was not nearly the amount of stuff that's on there today. And I literally only had Snapchat to talk to my babysitter and a few of my friends who also had phones in 5th grade, but like it was not nearly how it is now. Now it is like so horrible. All of these kids don't even know how to have conversations in real life. They're like glued to their phones. It's like my kid will not be getting a phone until probably high school, if I'm being honest, because and I feel like our generation as a whole just needs to work together and like agree on that we are not giving our children phones until they're at least in like middle school, but I would prefer to wait until high school because so many kids nowadays are not fucking kids. They care about makeup, skincare, they care about what they look like. 10-year-old girls should not be worried about what their body looks like and all that stuff. Like I was playing with baby dolls. I was playing outside, getting dirty, going on the swing set. Like kids think that shit's boring now. They're like, "Oh, I don't want to go play." It's like, "What?" They want to fucking sit there. Like it just makes me really upset, and I think Gen Z is kind of realizing that because we're kind of like the generation that like our early child, like we're like the last people I feel like to kind of not grow up with phones like shoved in our faces. And it just makes me so sad when I see kids at like restaurants and all that stuff just like glued to their fucking phone, or not phone, like glued to the iPad screen. It's like your kid's not going to know how to talk to people, number one, and two, like regulate their emotions, because every time your kid gets upset or too anxious, or if they're bothering you, they're just like, here, go on your iPad. And it's like your kid's not going to know how to regulate their emotions properly. But not even that part, like the regulating emotions part, yeah, that's clearly like a very important human function, but it's also just the access to horrible information. Like it is so easily accessible to get on like horrible sites and show kids like, well, it's not like made for kids, but like kids can easily access it. Kids can easily access a lot of different things on the internet that I just think they don't need to see, and it makes kids grow up way too fast. So yeah, let me know if you're Gen Z. Honestly, any age. Just if you are having kids, don't give them phones. A TV is fine. I watch TV like if you can. Like I loved watching Bear in the Big Blue House when I was younger. I watched Dora the Explorer and Diego. I watched a lot of shows. I watched as I got older. I was in like elementary school. I would watch Nickelodeon. I would watch Cartoon Network. But I also played outside. So just I think TV shows, but make sure you know what your kid's watching too, because there's a lot of horrible, weird TV shows and stuff too. So I just think parents need to be more aware too. That's another huge thing. Don't give your kids phones, number one. And number two, just pay attention to what your kids, I think going through your kid's phone is insane. Like, especially when you're in high school, like if your kids are in high school, don't go through their stuff. That's so invasive and weird. And then it's going to make your kid like not you, not trust you. But I think that being aware or like having like a open communication type of relationship with your kids is super important, because they should be telling you what they're listening to, what they're into, what they're talking about, all that stuff. So I think it's super important to be aware of what your kids are doing. I got my tea with my baby siblings on the mug. I'm drinking mint tea tonight. Yeah, my eyes and nose feel so dry, and like my eyes feel so heavy today from just like crying this morning. Like in my throat too. The tea is really helping me out. Next thing too also has to do with like not giving, or has to do with my kids, my future kids, is I'm going to make my kids a PowerPoint about life, and not necessarily a PowerPoint, but I'm going to set them down as soon as they can like comprehend things, like maybe 5 years old, 6 years old, when they're going to start going to like school. And I'm going to teach them how to fucking act. If I ever hear that my kid was bullying someone, oh my gosh, I am going to freak out and be so disappointed. Like, I don't understand how when kids get in trouble in school that some parents are like, my kid would never do that, like all this stuff. And it's like, no, if I hear something bad that my kid did, I am going to fucking address my kid and ask them, why would you do this? Like, I'm not just gonna, like, how do you automatically just like, I don't know. I just think that is baffling to me. But I'm going to sit my kids down and I'm going to tell them there are people who are taller than you, people who are shorter than you, people who are a different skin color, people who speak different languages. Some people have disabilities. Some people have no arms, no legs. Some people are deformed. Some people are homeless. Some people, like, I'm just going to tell them all these things, and that everybody is equal no matter what they look like, no matter what they do for a job, no matter anything. Some people have lots of tattoos. Some people have colored hair, like everything, anything. I'm going to sit my kids down and let them know that everybody looks different and that is okay and everybody's the same and you are going to treat everybody the same. If I hear that you're mean to a kid, anything, some people have Down syndrome, some people have, I'm literally just going to tell them and show them all different types of people to let them know, because everything is taught. Kids are innocent at heart, in my opinion. And so every like bad thing they learn or they think is taught by somebody, their peers, their parents, whatever. Like, there is no excuse for, my kids will not be racist. They will not make fun of people if they have disabilities, anything. I'm going to sit my kids down and give them a whole spiel on everything about life. I'm going to tell them to take care of the earth, which I also have that written down somewhere. I'm going to tell them don't litter. I'm going to have lots of plants and like trees in my yard and stuff. Like, I'm going to tell them to take care of the earth, like to appreciate nature, appreciate trees, appreciate flowers, appreciate like water, like rivers and lakes and the ocean, and to appreciate animals, like take care of animals. I think hunting is so strange. I will never understand the joy of hunting animals. I just think that's so bizarre that people get enjoyment out of that. Just anything. I'm just going to literally just tell my kids the basics of being a good human being and having good morals and taking care of others, taking care of themselves, taking care of the earth. And if they don't do that, then I will be very upset with them. And I feel like that's just because I think a lot of people don't do that. And I think a lot of people don't teach their kids like how the fuck they should be acting. I think another thing too is like parents don't realize how impressionable young kids are. Like, they pick up on everything. Like, they really listen. Like, little kids, like 5 and like under, like 3, 4, 5, 6, like they listen and like they're just sponges at those ages. Like, they just are learning everything. They're trying to understand things. They're trying to all of that. And it's like, they need to have guidance. They need to be shown what to do. And I just think they're being taught the wrong things. I don't know. But yeah, I've literally always thought about that. Like, I always think about that. I'm like, I'm going to sit my children down and give them a whole thing about how things are and what the rules are. I'm not going to fucking have rules. If you try your best in school, but you don't have that good of grades, okay, you're trying your best. I'm going to make sure you're trying though. If you are, literally my only rules are going to be to be a fucking good human being and to be honest with me and open with me. And we're going to have open communication. We're going to talk about things. Tell me, just be honest with me. If you do something wrong, if anything, like, be honest and be a good person. That's literally gonna be my only fucking rules, bro. I don't care I don't care if they want to dye their hair or if I can get all these piercings I don't care what my kids do, as long as they're doing things that make them happy, they're being nice to other people, and are being open with me and telling me what's going on in their lives. That's literally all I care about. Next thing I have written down, completely switching the topic, is Christmas shopping and gift giving. I love giving people gifts. It is so fun. Sometimes I get a little bit stressed thinking of what to get people. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't know. But once I think of something and I like give it to the person, like I love seeing the other person's reaction and like just being thankful and happy for a gift. There's a lot of birthdays right now around. Like a lot of people I know are having birthdays, have had a birthday. And I've gotten lots of gifts. Usually me and my siblings don't get each other things for Christmas. We do birthdays and not Christmas because all of us don't really want to spend our money. I mean, I kind of love to spend my money, but like they don't as much. So we just made it to where we do gifts on Christmas, or we do gifts on birthdays and not Christmas, but still gonna get my mom something. And probably not my friends, but I'm getting, like I said, I have some birthdays that I need to get gifts for, which I already did order, but I think I got a pimple or something over here. That hurt. But I was not picking my nose, by the way. I was going like this, but that hurt. But I love shopping. I honestly love Christmas shopping. You guys have heard me talk about it before. Christmas and like winter and fall season is literally my favorite time of the year. I love the second half of the year way more. Fall and winter is the best for me. I just love all the holidays. That goes from Halloween to Thanksgiving to Christmas to New Year's. And yeah, Halloween was awesome for me. It was very chill, awesome. Had a good time. Didn't get too many trick-or-treaters, but it was fun. I didn't do anything on actual Halloween. The only thing I did was I went to my aunt's Halloween party, which you saw in my 51st episode. You saw my costume. I was Magic Mike. But yeah, Halloween was good. And yeah, I just love this time of year, and Christmas shopping is so fun. And I love shopping for Christmas decorations, like all of the Christmas themed stuff that's out in the stores right now, like at TJ Maxx, at Home Goods, at all these stores. I'm like, I love it. But I went to the mall the other day and I wanted those glasses. Have you guys seen those glass cups that have little Christmas things on them? They're all like the same brand. Some of them have little candy canes on it. Some of them have little Christmas trees, gingerbread men, wreaths. Like I'll try and insert a picture. They're the cutest cups ever. And I went to Home Goods and to TJ Maxx to try and find them. And I didn't see them, but I will probably be going back because they're the cutest cups ever. But yeah, basically the moral of that point was just I love giving gifts, and I'm excited to give people the gifts that I have right now for birthdays and Christmas. And yeah, I just love holiday shopping in general. Next thing I have is side quests / side hustles. I've been doing the past couple of months, honestly my whole life, I've been doing random little side hustles like babysitting for this family, watching this family's dogs, giving this person a ride to this place, just whatever it is, just to make some extra money and just to help people out. But I've been doing a lot the past couple like month or two. I feel like I've been watching this person's dog, this person's dogs, my neighbor's cats. I've been babysitting, and I love it. I've been helping out another family friend. I just love doing random side quests and side hustles just to make some extra money. One, because it's like fun two, it's like only a commitment for like a short amount of time. Like I just have to do this for this amount of time and then I get paid. It's very nice. And also I just love that I am like dependable and like people can count on me. That like also makes me feel good about myself. It's like people just ask me randomly to like do things for them because they know that I am responsible and can do it and will help them out. That just makes me kind of feel good about myself. But yeah, I love to do it. I have to watch my neighbor's cats again soon for them. I have a babysitting job I'm doing soon. Actually, the babysitting job will already have been done by the time this comes out. And like I said, I'm helping this other family friend with something, and yeah, I'm loving it. I mean, I'm still having my serving job on top of that, which I'm making money too, but I just like having the freedom to have more time also for my YouTube channel because I have you guys, as you guys have been seeing, I've been uploading twice a week for the past couple of weeks, maybe over a month now, instead of once a week. So it's nice to have time to do stuff for my YouTube channel as well. And yeah, I highly recommend y'all find some. I don't even know how I find them. I think I just like, you know why? Because everything is always working out for me. That's how I find them. Always, always, always things work out for me. That's just how it is. Another thing I have is crafts with the greater than symbol. I just love crafts. They are awesome. If you're sad, make a craft. If you're bored, make a craft. If you need to give somebody a gift, make them a craft. Like crafts are just so underrated and people are like, "Oh, I'm so bored. I'm so bored." They don't know what to do. Like they're just so underrated. There's so many things. You can make bracelets, you can make anything you want. Just look up different crafts. Pinterest is my best fucking friend. You can literally find anything on there. And especially I love like a good themed craft, like a fall thing or like Christmas. As you guys know from my holiday traditions episode from last year, I was telling you guys how we do a little cookie craft day at my aunt's house as all the girls in my family, and we bake cookies and then we all make some sort of craft, and each year we make something different, and it's like that is like the highlight of my fucking life. Like I want to keep that tradition going forever, and I just love making like little Christmas things. Like it is so, this tree right here I actually made. Let me give you all a close up of it actually because it is so cute. Look at this, guys. I made this little tree and I'm very proud of it. Yeah, like things like that. Like I just love doing that. And I think it's so underrated. I think a lot of people need to do that more when they're bored, or also it's a very good stress reliever. What I love doing is those diamond paintings. Is that considered a craft? I think so. I love those. I actually need to get another one. I've only done one in my life and it was awesome. I need to do it again. But those are so stress relieving. And also another thing I've been really, really wanting to do is make slime. I don't think I have all the ingredients to make it, but I need to buy them immediately because the way that I love slime, I am such a fidgety like person. I always have to be doing something with my hands. Like even while I'm holding the microphone with this hand, like underneath, like when this hand is like down here, I'm like doing this with my nails or like going like this with my nails. Like I just always have to be, or like I love a good stress ball, like a fidget toy. And slime is like that for me. Like slime is so nice to touch and I love the noise of it. Like when you like poke it and it's like, I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Like I need to make slime ASAP. But I have some crafts I'm working on right now. Well, one craft I just finished. That's going to be a gift for somebody. I have another project that I've been working on, a sewing project that I need to finish very badly. Honestly, I need to do it like this week or next week or something because it's been a while and I really need to finish it. Yeah, crafts. Next thing I have is I love human beings. And this is kind of a very broad statement. because do I necessarily love everybody? If I'm being real, no. I don't really like men half the time. I don't like, obviously, people who are fucking horrible, like Hitler, and I don't like that, but I just love like the good in people. Like I love when somebody gives me a compliment. I love giving other people, like strangers. I love giving other strangers compliments. Like I love like concerts and stuff, like everybody just all supporting the same thing. Like we all have so many things in common. Like we all love certain things, like the different communities, like Adventure Time fans, for example, like the Adventure Time community, like the Billie Eilish community. Like I just love that human beings, like we all, and I just love that everybody's so different. Like there's so many niche things like that people do and people enjoy, and I just love people, and I just wish that everybody else thought that way. Like I wish just we all loved each other more and took each other's feelings into account like more. I just love humans, and I think we all just need to love each other, because I think that's what we're missing in life. A lot of people who are sad and all this stuff, like they feel lonely. Like human connection is huge, and loving one another. Like I love humans, and I love good people. That's what I love. I just love connection. I love community. I love laughter. Like, and I love the moments where you are in public or you're somewhere and you talk to somebody, like when you're out at like a concert, or like if you're in a grocery store and you like compliment somebody's like shoes or something, and then you start talking to them and you just have a whole full blown conversation, and then you guys just walk away and you like never see each other again. Or like if you're out at a bar or something and you're talking to somebody and then you just never see them. It's like I just love those little moments like that. Like on my birthday when I was in the city, I went to this concert and there was a guy. I told him it was my 21st birthday, and he was like talking to me, having a whole conversation. He bought me a drink, which was super sweet because obviously drinks at a concert are so expensive. It was like $14 for like a little ass cup. And he was just so sweet. And then I like obviously just never talked to him again after that. Never saw him. He was just a nice man by me. And it's just like things like that, like little moments where you just talk to people. Like I love that, because I think that everybody is meant to cross paths for a reason. No matter if it, like just for a second somebody just says something nice to you. Ooh, you know what I've been really wanting to do is like pay it forward. Like I want to go through a like drive through or get a coffee or something, and I want to pay for somebody else's drink. Like I want, or drink or food, or I want to pay it forward. I've been really wanting to do that. Or if I go out to eat and I say like I want to pay for that table's food, which actually I'm going to do that very soon. I'm going to do that like the next time I fucking go out to eat, I'm going to do that. Oh, especially if I see someone eating alone. Oh, that's so upsetting. But next thing I have written down is games. I've been obsessed with games on my phone recently, but two games more specifically. I want to play Minecraft really badly again. I love Minecraft. That's like the OG. I love that game. But I've been playing Block Blast, which if y'all have not downloaded that game, you should. It's so fun. You literally just, all you do is complete, like you have to complete the rows this way or the rows this way, or the columns, I guess, or the rows, and you have to just like it's 8x8 square, and there's different pieces that you have to move into the square. And my high score is 4,495, which is not that high, but I just started playing kind of recently ish. but like I literally catch myself like laying before I go to bed, like thinking about it, like like playing the game in my head, like, girl, you might need some help. But let me take another sip. My throat always gets so fucking dry when I film these because I just talk nonstop. Okay, the next game I've been playing is Royal Match. And I know y'all always, if you play any type of games on your phone, you probably always get fucking ads for Royal Match. It's the one with that king, and he's like always like, like you have to save him from like either like water's about to come down or like fire. You have to like match the things together to beat the level, whatever. You know what got me? Because I saw an ad for it, and it was like a person being like, oh, what are you playing? And the girl's like, Royal Match, like whatever. And there's no ads in the game. That's what fucking gets me, because I hate when I play games and every fucking time you finish or whatever, it makes you watch an ad. This game has no ads, and it's actually really fun. I'm only on like level 20 something ish for that game because I just downloaded that one like 2 days ago, and I have a life. I don't just sit there and play it nonstop. But Block Blast and Royal Match are very fun games if you guys are looking for a new game to download on your phone. Next thing I have is I wrote down motivated and grateful. And I feel like I say this in literally every single episode, but I've just been feeling so motivated. This time of year really motivates me, which I feel like it's very strange because usually it's the opposite. Usually this time of year, like when it starts to get dark out super early and cold, is when people get like seasonal depression. But it's the complete opposite for me. This time of year makes me so warm and cozy inside. I love just being cozy in my home. It's dark outside. I can just chill, relax. And I love the good vibes of Thanksgiving and Christmas. Like the holidays are just so amazing. And I know they're not always amazing and happy for everybody. I know a lot of people have family issues and everything, but again, you're not alone. I know other people are in the same boat as you, and I love you all. I'm sorry if you are going through seasonal depression and this is a very hard time for you. Just know that seasonal depression is a real thing, and it is okay to be upset. It is okay to be sad, but just know that this is temporary and the season will go by and you will be okay. You'll be able to make it through. And there's lots of little things that you can be joyful about and find beautiful during the holiday season. And if you don't have family or it's not good for you, you can always try and help somebody else or make somebody else's holiday season great. And I also just feel grateful. I mean, I feel grateful every second of every day for everything. But this time of year, especially, I feel grateful for family. I feel grateful, especially during this election. I feel grateful that I voted. This was my first time voting, and I'm very happy that I exercised my right to vote. And I feel grateful for my YouTube channel and all my new support and viewers, and I feel very motivated, and I feel grateful and loved. And speaking of talking about my being motivated with my YouTube channel, I want to know how you guys have been liking my content recently, because like I said, I've been uploading twice a week. I've been doing one podcast and one non-podcast video each week. And I'm really, really loving my not podcast videos as well. So I would love to know what you guys think of my past couple, my pumpkin carving one, my ASMR video, my car conversation video with my siblings. I have two more right now. Like when this one comes out, I have two more non-podcast videos that I will be working on, or that I am working on. And yeah, I just want to know what you guys think about the videos, how you're liking them, If you have any suggestions on what other kinds of videos you want to see, any podcast topic suggestions, all of that. But I've really been enjoying filming the content I've been putting out. So I hope you guys have been liking watching it. And yeah, those are basically all the things I have written down for what I've been thinking about recently, what I've been wanting to talk about recently. And the advice that I have for this episode, I have: be a good person, be empathetic or have empathy, and care about each other. Like literally, I just think if everybody did that, how much better of a place the world would be and how much happier everybody would be. Like, I just think it's so scary, the lack of empathy that people have for other humans. Some people are so selfish and they only think about themselves, they only think about what will benefit themselves. It's like, how do you even think that way? I sometimes feel like I'm too empathetic, where it just makes me miserable because I'm always constantly feeling sad for other people. But I think some people just don't give a fuck about other people way too much. It's like, I'd much rather be way too empathetic than not at all. Like, I love that I feel things so strongly. And I just think we need to be good people and care about each other. Nobody fucking cares. Like, also, if people say that they're sad, if people around you say that they're sad or they're depressed or whatever, take that shit seriously, because like, what I never understood either is people when they're like, oh, they're just sad and depressed, like they're just posting that they're sad and depressed because they want attention. Exactly. They like, I never understood, like, they just want attention. Yes, that's a cry for help. They're posting that because they literally, that's exactly what they want. They want somebody to swipe up and say, are you okay? Like, do you want to talk about it? Like, that is exactly what they fucking want. Like, how can you be such a fucking horrible person and be like, oh, I'm not caring, like they just want attention? Yes, they want help. Like, oh, I don't get how people just don't care. If somebody around you, even if you're not friends with them, they look sad, anything, just make somebody's day, try and be nice. It's really not that fucking difficult, but a lot of people aren't nice, which is insane to me. Another thing I wrote down for my advice too is stay together. We need to stay together now more than ever. We need to fight for what's right. We need to be kind to one another. Like I said earlier, it just makes me really stressed out because people who voted for each side like hate each other. And it is a little hard, especially, I agree, when morals are on the line, because I do think one candidate has way better morals than the other. But it's also like, when it just makes me sad that people are so divided, because I just want everybody to love each other and understand each other. And it is hard sometimes. I know it is, and it's hard for me sometimes. But all the best we can do, like I said, is be good people, have empathy for one another, and care about each other, and stay together. Again, I'm sorry if I made this a little political. I don't want this to be a political platform. I'm not going to touch on this again, but I also do think as a woman, it is important for me to express how I feel and tell other people who are feeling sad about the results of the election that they're not alone. And again, I'm not a very political person either. I don't like to talk about politics in my day-to-day life. But again, I just think it's important to speak up. That's another thing I was talking about recently, is like the bystander effect. Like, people think being confrontational is a bad thing, but I don't think it is when it comes to standing up for what's right. Like, if you see that someone's being rude to someone or doing something horrible, confronting them and holding people accountable, I think is so important. So yeah, I just think it's important to bring it up, because a lot of people don't like to be confrontational or do things because they're scared of what people are going to think, whatever. And I just think it's important for topics to be talked about. So with all of that being said, thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Banter with Brooke. I hope you all enjoyed. Like I said earlier, let me know if you guys have been liking the content I've been posting recently, and what other kinds of videos or podcast topics you want to see. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn the post notifications on as well. The links to all my other social media accounts will be linked in the description. And again, I love each and every one of you, no matter what. We're all human beings at the end of the day, and you matter. You are awesome. And yeah, I will see you guys in a couple days with a new video, and then again on Saturday with another podcast episode. I hope you all have a great week, a great rest of your Saturday whenever you're watching this. And yeah, be awesome. Take care of the earth, take care of each other, and do some more crafts, because crafts are fucking awesome. Okay. Love you all. Mwah. Bye.